Welcome back, wrestling fans. Here's on the Nation Network. This is the NWA, and this is NWA Power. The world champion is here. We're going to see the women's world champion in action, as well as Eddie Kingston going up against one half of the tag team champions. Stay with us right here on NWA Power. All right, wrestling fans, we are ready to kick things off, but entering the ring at this time is the world champion himself, Nick Aldis. He's not scheduled for in-ring competition, but it appears there's something on his mind.
You know, been listening to a lot of people out there talking about Nick Aldis and his world championship title reign. And what I've got to say to all of you is I apologize for nothing. I've gone up and down this line. I put my title up each and every opportunity I've had, and I have defended this championship proudly, I might add. Now, after dismantling Rhino, not once but twice, I've got to start looking at the future. I look at a line of top 10 contenders, and I think to myself as I look up and down that list, one name stands out to me. One name who I feel should be getting his opportunity at the NWA World Championship next. And that name is Eli Drake. I've been watching that man for...
Well, I'd have to say somebody else agrees with that. That might be Eli Drake himself. That's his music. I've got a funny feeling we're going to be seeing him coming out here in just a minute. Well, you're right as usual. Could this be the next champion here in the NWA? Well, it could be. There's no doubt about it. He's definitely got the talent for it.
You know what? I'm glad to hear that you've recognized that I am a deserving competitor and a challenger for the NWA World Championship. But, Nick, what took you so long? And more importantly, what kind of chicanery are you going to play in our match? You know, I come out here and I pay you compliments. I turn around and tell him, out of all the names on the top 10, you're the one that stands out. You are the one I want to give the opportunity to. And you insult me? Look, Nick, you keep telling everybody out here, man, that you don't want to have an asterisk next to your name. But then, for 2 weeks in a row, whether somebody's music hits or somebody comes down and kind of gets involved and distracts your opponent, giving you an unfair advantage. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that a couple of things have happened recently, and I'm not happy about them because I don't want an asterisk next to my name. But I'll tell you something right now. I had nothing to do with that. nothing. And you want us just to believe that? We're supposed to accept your word that by coincidence, you just happen to have people either at ringside, or music mysteriously starts to play, or somebody walks down to the ring in the middle of one of your matches. Well, I'll tell you what, Nick, I'm going to give you a chance to prove it. Why don't you fight me tonight? You know, we're starting to fall into a trend here where people think they can just come out and challenge the world champion and get a match on a same-night basis. Well, I'm going to tell you something, but I'm not going to tell you the same thing I told the last fella that came out here and said that. I'll give you a match tonight, but not for the NWA World Championship. Why doesn't that surprise me? I'll tell you why it doesn't surprise me. Because you haven't had enough time to figure out how to screw me over and keep that championship around your waist. But I'll wrestle you. I'll wrestle you, and I'll prove to you something right here tonight, that Eli Drake is the better man. And I'll prove to you something right now. I don't need anyone to help me beat the likes of you. Tonight will be a warm-up. It'll be an exhibition, but it'll also be an attention getter for you when you find out what's waiting for you at Battle of the Belts. Well, that sounds good to me, because Nick, I am the one who is going to send a statement tonight, champ.
Well, we just got us a brand new main event. Non-title match, but anytime the champ's in action, it counts. All right, fans, we are back, and we just heard the big one. There's going to be a main event tonight featuring the NWA World Heavyweight Champion in a non-title match.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, the National Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion, Alison Kay, Champion.
Well, Alison Kay, another world champion here in NWA, who will not be defending the title here tonight, but be in individual singles competition as we head towards the Battle of the Belts. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a huge event here for the NWA. You won't want to miss it on the Nation Network. Well, fans, there's been big news around the world of the Nation Network, and we'll continue in just a moment with that.
Rhode Island, Ashley V.
Ashley Box making her way into the ring. Fans, if you have missed any of the recent programming here on the Nation Network, there have been two ringside reports that have recapped recent events taking place with the YouTube network that we feature our programming on that will have direct impact on our ability to continue producing content for this channel. We encourage you to watch the full details of all that in the most recent ringside report that took place at the end of NWA Hollywood earlier today. But at the end of the day, as you can see by the ticker down below on your screen, the Nation Network is moving on a full-time basis and permanent basis until such time that YouTube and the folks with COPPA are able to come to clear, concise rules and regulations that content creators can follow. We will be moving permanently to Twitch. We invite you to join us. The link is in the description box below. Well, that covers all the business, and now let's get back to professional wrestling. Alison Kay with a tremendous catch and powerbomb, but Ashley Vox comes right back as well. We have seen Ashley Vox with several matches now against Alison Kay. She's never been able to beat her, but she seems to be learning each and every time out and getting better. Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%. One of these days, I think, I won't be shocked when I find that Ashley Vox has pulled out a victory. Holy cow! Wow, Ashley Vox just drop kicked the champion from the apron, and she took the nasty plunge. We are here at the GPB studios in Atlanta. Studio Wrestling back here on the Nation Network. What a move right there. The crucifix on the floor, and the champion has just struck the back of her head. She's in trouble. Ashley Vox doing a great job right here, manhandling the champion, and I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit surprised. I knew she's going to get better each and every time out, but I wasn't ready for this. Well, I'm not sure Alison Kay is ready for this either. Ashley has been dismantling her methodically. Now all the way to the top rope. Oh my goodness. Comes down with the cross body. Well, champion better figure something out real quick. Even though that title's not on the line, she does not want to take a loss and give Alison something to believe in. Don't let this lady think she can win, because she might. Oh my God! Drop kick off the top turnbuckle, and the champion all the way out to the floor. Damn, that's one of the toughest hits I've seen bumps in my career, but that's right up there. I'm having flashbacks to a scaffold match. Unprotected on the way down, and now the champion's still on her feet, but not having much success. And now the open hand slap to the face. Ashley Vox is down. Alison Kay goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to see something like that out of a champion. You should know better. Couldn't hold her, and look at this. Vox from behind with a neck breaker, and the champion rolls out to the apron. Well, it's the last act of self-preservation, if you ask me. Stiff forearm right to the face. And now here's the Irish whip. Into the turnbuckle she goes. Alison Kay, nobody home. Ashley Vox just keeps on coming back with more each and every time. Once again going for the clothesline, nobody there, and Vox has really dominated this match, unlike any of the prior meetings that these two women have had. Ken Anderson will be going up against Eddie Kingston later tonight in our program. You won't want to miss that as the tag team rivalry continues. Well, you got the former tag team champions going up against the current tag team champions, and you know the old saying, something's got to give. I've also got a major announcement that I'll be sharing with all of you here in just a little while. Allison Box hooks the legs. This could be an upset. She's got two. Oh my God, she got a 2 count only. Man, she had her shoulder down. I thought for sure that was a 3 count. I can tell you Allison Box thought it was a 3 count. Make that Ashley Box, I beg your pardon. And I think Alison Kay thought it was a 3 count. Well, the only person who didn't think it was the referee. Well, that's the only one that counts. Goes for another cover. Again hooks the leg. And the champion desperately kicks out. Well, the only good news right now for Alison Kay today is this is a non-title match. Ashley Box into the corner again now. Alison Kay, fans not real happy. To the rope she goes. Oh my goodness. Well, she just rebounded off those ropes with that pounce and knocked the ever-living life right out of Ashley Box. Continues to hand out the abuse, does Alison Kay. Cross body now, and Ashley's got her down. Not hooking the leg. Will that be enough? No. Boot to the midsection. Oh, she just got caught. Well, Alison Kay thought she was going to get something over on Ashley Box, but Ashley was ready for it. My goodness, what a difference. You can tell that Ashley Box has been training. She has been learning, watching video of the champion. And it is all paying off right here tonight because she is giving Alison Kay a run for her money unlike any. Collar and elbow, they break back to the middle of the ring, and now the champion missing with a couple of close range shots. 2 handfuls of hair, though, will swing her all the way back to the corner. Well, Ashley Box starting to feel it now. The size and strength advantage of Alison Kay may be taking over at this point in time, and Ashley may have given us the best she's got, and that wasn't quite enough. Oh, once again, the crisscross, and again, she runs through her like a freight train. Champion right now feeling no pain. Well, she ain't showing it, but she should be feeling some pain because Ashley's handed her a butt whooping here tonight, but the champ is still up on her feet. Once again to the corner. Alison Kay turns her around. What has she got in mind? Clothesline. And Ashley Box is in trouble. Alison Kay going to try and put her away right here, and she might be able to do just that. Has her up and plants her. The impact driver sends her into the canvas, hooks the leg, and just like that, she continues her win streak. Well, I'm not so sure what she's laughing about because I'll tell you, this Ashley Box is for real, and she just gave her a wrestling lesson. Damn near took her down for a 3 count. Title match or none, that don't matter because Ashley Box's stock just went way high here in the NWA. I'd have to agree wholeheartedly. What an incredible showing for Ashley Box here tonight. Came so close to pinning the world champion, and what kind of a feather would that be in her cap?
Here is your winner, Alison Kay.
That is why she is the NWA World Women's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. As I said, major announcement coming in just a moment right here on NWA Power. All right, welcome back, wrestling fans. Here for more NWA Power. And at this time, it is my duty to make a few announcements that will affect not only the NWA here on the Nation Network, but the NWA and the Nation Network itself. Number one, as we've already mentioned, the Nation Network will be moving to Twitter at the end of this month. You can find the location for that channel right in the description box below here. Now on to NWA in-ring content and changes coming that will change the face of wrestling forever. Beginning at the Clash of the Champions, there will be a match each month that will feature a minimum of 4 non-top 10 contenders, and they will compete for a contract referred to as the Joker's Wild. That contract will allow the winner of whichever match is to challenge any NWA champion of their choosing. It could be a ladder match. It could be a battle royal. Each month, anything goes. A minimum of 4 non-top 10 contenders will have a chance for a date with destiny here in the NWA. Fans, Battle of the Belts is going to be the next super card event for the NWA, and it is scheduled for 1 week from today. Bell time is scheduled for 10 p.m. Tuesday night Eastern Standard Time. Join us for the Battle of the Belts here on the Nation Network. Follow us on Twitter for all news regarding the Nation Network and the channel change. And finally, I want to take this opportunity to send a special thanks out to James E. Cornette for being the voice here of the NWA in our resurrection, as tonight marks his final night as a part of the NWA Power team. We want you to enjoy the rest of tonight. Happy holidays, and we'll see you at Battle of the Belts. All right, wrestling fans, it is time for our feature match of the evening.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Colt, Cobb, Anna, and from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing in at 243 pounds, one half of the tag team, Mr. Anderson.
Here are the NWA Tag Team Champions of the World, Mr. Anderson and Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Tonight, one-on-one competition.
And his opponent, accompanied by Homer, and from New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, Eddie Kingston.
Well, Eddie Kingston coming down there with Homicide. I don't know which one of these guys I would trust less, but I can tell you this, I wouldn't want to meet neither one of them in a dark alley anywhere. These are the former tag team champions here in the NWA, and since losing those titles to Cabana Bang, they have been hell-bent on getting them back. They're going to have an opportunity to do just that, we understand, at Battle of the Belts. The Battle of the Belts is already shaping up to be one of the greatest wrestling events in the many, many years. Titles will be decided. Champions will be crowned. Perhaps they will retain. We'll find out. But I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a hell of a night of professional wrestling. Nice go behind right there by Mr. Anderson. As he's really hanging on to Eddie Kingston, making him work to get out, but Kingston does with a go behind. Nice move right there by Anderson, though, using the momentum to his advantage, and then drops him on his head with a DDT. Thus far, it's been an actual wrestling match between these two guys. I'm not sure I would have predicted that at the beginning. Well, here's the thing. They're both capable of giving you one. Not that Eddie Kingston is known for being a technical master or anything like that. He's more of a brawler by style. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But it just seems like he might be a little bit of a fish out of water in a match the way this one's starting out. He's going to have to turn this thing in his favor one way or another and make a fight out of it. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think he wins a wrestling match against Mr. Anderson, but he might win a fight. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. Kingston biting the head of Anderson and then raking him across the rope. Had his back to the referee the whole time, didn't see none of it. Goes for the cover and almost pulled one off. Belly to belly suplex, perfectly executed right there. You see the twist in the hips right there by Eddie Kingston. Really puts a lot of centrifugal force on the man receiving that belly to belly. And when you hit the mat, you bounce right off. Now big boot, and that one caught Anderson. Ken Anderson is staggered and stunned at the very least, but comes right back with another DDT on the floor. Well, if you're Anderson, you better be keeping a close eye on your corners, because he's standing right out there near Homicide, and we both know that Homicide is not above getting involved in this match if he feels. Well, no doubt about it, Homicide will definitely interject himself into this match if the situation were right, and it was very close to being that way. As Ken Anderson once again getting the advantage over Eddie Kingston, who rolls outside the ring. Smart move by Kingston to buy himself some time. Well, time's a luxury that most of us don't have to play with, but Kingston right there with that big boot, and perhaps that time paid off for itself. Anderson now, trying to separate the shoulder of Eddie Kingston. Green Bay roll. Now that big overhand left staggers Anderson. Oh, he just slingshotted him under the ropes. That's old school wrestling right there. The throat getting snapped. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. That's rule number 1. Well, indeed, Anderson right now showing a little worse for the wear. Of course, the tag team titles not up on the line, not in jeopardy in any way here in this match. However, bragging rights are at stake. These Latin Outlaws want to get another win. They want to start moving the ball, as they say, down the field. And there it is, back fist to the future, and it could be all over. Well, Anderson just ate that one, and most people do not get up from that. Ken Anderson is not most people. Well, he barely got up from that, and you can see he is still in La La Land. Yeah, I don't think Anderson has a clue where he's at right now. There's that tornado punch. If the left hand don't get you, the right one will. Look at this. What a move by Anderson from out of nowhere. Stiff kick right between the eyes. Here's the mic check. He caught it. And he almost got him. Well, that was a damn near close call. Anderson couldn't quite finish it, but I'll tell you, it was pretty close. I would say Eddie Kingston doesn't have a lot left after that one. He's going to have to figure a way to not only gain some sort of advantage here at this point, but to maintain that once he does. Nicely done, the belly to back suplex. And Anderson just got snapped in half. Well, he hooks the leg, referee's in position now, but only a 1 count, doesn't have enough behind it. Homicide right there on the near side of your screen, shouting instructions to Eddie Kingston. Well, any instructions that Homicide might give you probably end up getting you 20 years in the prison. So I don't know if you want to follow him or not. Well, I bet you they'd win. Oh, look at this. Green Bay roll, right here comes the plunge. That could be it. Anderson has used that move time and time again to score big victories. Will this be another one? Well, Anderson is going to wait him out for a moment. Kingston don't know where he's at. And again, here comes that mic check. He hooks the leg and gets the win. Well, like we said before, this doesn't have any bearing whatsoever on the NWA World Tag Team picture. All this is about bragging rights, and right now, those are the 2 men that have them. Eddie Kingston just slides out to the floor after not 1, but 2 mic checks. Fans will be back with our main event right after this. All right, fans, it is time for our main event of the evening. It is a non-title match featuring the World Heavyweight Champion against one of the top 10 contenders.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, Eli Drake.
Well, Eli Drake has been talking and telling anybody who'll listen that he is the #1 guy in the NWA, and now the world champion decided to take him up on it. He's giving him the opportunity right here to prove himself. Well, there's been talk about these two guys perhaps main eventing at Battle of the Belts, but if Eli Drake were to lose here tonight, that could change everything. Well, I think it would also depend how he loses, how he looks. I mean, it's like saying Ashley Fox doesn't deserve a title match because she lost to Alison Kay earlier tonight, but we all saw that she gave Alison Kay all the fight she wanted. I think if he's able to do that tonight, whether he beats or doesn't beat the world champion, if he can put him that close to being defeated, it raises the question of, hey, what happens if you give him one more opportunity?
And his opponent from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis, champion.
He is the NWA World Champion, Nick Aldis. As he makes his way down towards the ring, this non-title match, but the opportunity and what's at stake if your name is Eli Drake. Well, once again, Eli Drake can tell anybody who listens that he is the best thing since sliced bread, that he should be the rightful NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Well, guess what? Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it. And tonight, you might not get a title shot, but you've got the next best thing, a chance to prove your case. Here in the court of public opinion, which God knows there's plenty of that around. When you carry that championship, it means that you are the best professional wrestler in the world. That is something that Nick Aldis holds very near and dear. As we wait for the bell to start the match, there it is, and we're going. Aldis right off the bat with a clothesline, and Eli Drake goes down, wasting no time at all, and again. Well, Eli Drake doesn't know what the heck just happened to him. I'm not so sure neither. Well, he's being given a wrestling lesson by the world champion. That's what's happening. Well, Nick Aldis right now is in complete control of Eli Drake. Drake comes up with a clothesline for a moment, but damn, look at that. Turns him over, he's got him in a half crab. And now turns it loose, and I'm telling you, if you're Eli Drake, things not going your way in this match that you really need a win in. Back body drop out of the pile driver attempt. I thought that was going to be it. Well, the world champion just got taken for a little bit of a ride and a surprise, I believe. Delivers that big backhand knife edge chop to the chest of the champion. Now ran head first into the apron, and suddenly things on the turn. As Eli Drake comes up with another big, stiff right hand, and down goes the champion. Nick Aldis beats the count back in. Now the question is, can Eli Drake do the same? And now the referee pushing Nick Aldis back. That's going to buy Eli Drake a little bit of time, and he needs that.
8, 9.
And just barely gets in before the count of 10. There's a clothesline that sends Eli Drake once again to the apron. Well, the champion right now feeling no pain whatsoever. He's in control. He knows he's in control, and he seems to think, oh, look at this. He got caught. Face first. The whole ring just jumped with the impact of that one. Nice deep arm drag. Shoots the half. Oh, look at this. He pulls him up by the hair, and he's like, not done with him yet. Well, it's not looking good for Eli Drake. It's not looking good for opportunities that he thinks he deserves. He's being handled right now as if this was a preliminary match. You know, there's a flu going around. Maybe he got that or something. I don't know. Well, Eli Drake now fighting his way back. Rear chin lock, and he cinches it in deep on the champion. Nick Aldis now trying to fight his way back out of it. Well, he's got back up to one knee at least. He's going to have to fight his way back out, and a bunch of elbows raining into the midsection. Now Nick Aldis, he has gone up against some of the biggest names in professional wrestling today. He's gone up against the likes of Rhino, Cody Rhodes. The list goes on, and now he's caught by Eli Drake. Gut wrench suplex. Well, Eli's having a moment of his own right now, and he's going to have to take advantage of that while it lasts. Champion now's got him. He's leading him around the ring like a dog on a leash. I thought he was going to clothesline him for a moment, but instead Nick Aldis targeting the knee and the ankle. There's that devastating chop. We have seen Ric Flair acting in the role of mentor to the champion, and right here you see perhaps some of that showing through. We heard Eli Drake say, what kind of shenanigans are you going to pull tonight? Well, so far there's been none. It has been one-on-one, and Eli has had no answer for the champion for most of this match. Well, now what? That's Robert Gibson. Robert Gibson has just made an appearance. Why is he here? That's the question. From behind, Nick Aldis taking advantage of this opportunity. Oh my goodness, what a powerbomb that was. And there's a rope break now. Robert Gibson has climbed into the ring. Indeed, shenanigans are taking place here, and the question is why? Well, Eli Drake just got punished for turning his eye from the prize, and Nick Aldis is victorious. To the point that was made by Eli Drake earlier. It seems to be that there is a bit of a track record now developing where something happens in the latter stages of a Nick Aldis match that distracts his opponent. It was a week ago that we heard that same music, only this time we actually saw Robert Gibson coming. What has Robert Gibson got to do with Nick Aldis or Eli Drake for that matter, as we look at the finishing moments. Well, I'll tell you this much, I've known Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton a long time, and I have no idea why they'd be involved in a match like this, one or both of them. Fans, once again, we thank you for joining us. James E. Cornett, thank you for what you have done here with NWA Power Wrestling. Well, it's been my pleasure. I've enjoyed coming out here week in and week out, and I'll still be watching and still be supporting the program. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you soon. Take care and enjoy Battle of the Belts. More NWA wrestling action coming your way on the Nation Network. We will be heading to Twitch by the end of the month. Keep up with us on Twitter for all of the news as it breaks. So long, everyone.